Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Dollars. Today, we're diving into a story that's making major waves in Washington, and it directly impacts the future of Social Security, a program that millions of Americans depend on. Right now, both major political parties, Democrats and Republicans, are battling over Social Security's future. Each side is pointing fingers, making promises, and raising alarms. But how much of it is real concern, and how much is just political gamesmanship? Could there be cuts coming? Is your future benefit at risk? Or are both parties using Social Security as a political weapon for the next elections? Today, we're breaking down the facts, the controversy, and what it could mean for you and your family. Before we jump in, make sure to like this video and subscribe, so you never miss an important update about Social Security benefits. Alright, let's get into it. After several weeks of struggling to find a message that connects with everyday Americans, Democratic leaders appear to have found one that resonates concerns about the state of Social Security. They argue that staffing cuts, service delays, and administrative changes under the Trump administration are weakening the very system that millions of Americans rely on. This new focus has sparked a wave of town halls, advertisements, and public appearances across the country. Former President Joe Biden, in his first major comments since leaving office, criticized how Social Security is being managed. Senate Democrats have even established a dedicated war room to organize efforts around this issue. Supporters of this campaign point to real-world frustrations. Representative Marilyn Strickland recently reported that over 22,000 constituents participated in a teletown hall about Social Security. Democrats say this is a sign that public concern is growing. Many Democratic leaders argue that these operational challenges are not just bureaucratic issues. They believe they're clear examples of how government decisions are impacting people's daily lives. Even some Republican-appointed officials have voiced concerns. Michael Astrew, who served as head of the Social Security Administration under Presidents George Bush and Barack Obama, criticized the cuts. Astrew, who has publicly stated that he voted for Trump, warned that drastic reductions in staffing and resources could cripple a system that millions depend on. However, officials from the Trump administration and their allies have defended the actions, framing them as a much-needed effort to combat waste, fraud, and inefficiency. From their perspective, trimming the federal bureaucracy, including within Social Security, was a way to streamline services and cut down on unnecessary spending. Elon Musk, who has been vocal about government reform through the Department of Government Efficiency, went as far as to call Social Security a Ponzi scheme, pointing to concerns that current contributions may not cover future obligations. Still, many experts have pushed back on claims of widespread fraud. Independent analyses have found little evidence to support allegations that millions of Social Security checks are going to fraudulent recipients. Furthermore, media investigations have revealed that recent staffing cuts have caused technical problems like website crashes, misclassification of immigrants as deceased, and other administrative mishaps. Some of these changes were later reversed following public outcry. Stepping back, it's important to acknowledge that Social Security does face genuine financial challenges. Americans are living longer, and birth rates have fallen to historic lows, meaning fewer workers are paying into the system. A recent report from Social Security's trustees warned that, by the year 2033, the program's old age fund could only cover about 79% of promised benefits without legislative action. Different groups have proposed different solutions. Democratic leaders often advocate for lifting the cap on Social Security taxes, currently set at $176,100, so that higher earners contribute more to the system. On the other hand, many conservative policymakers suggest introducing private investment options, arguing that private accounts could potentially yield higher returns for future retirees. The debate is ongoing, and each proposal comes with its own set of challenges and risks. Public reaction has been strong and vocal. Reports of people experiencing 4 to 6 hour wait times to reach Social Security offices, only to be told they must appear in person, have fueled frustrations. Some lawmakers, like Representative Melanie Stansbury, have even been turned away from Social Security offices while trying to highlight service issues. Meanwhile, Democratic campaign committees have launched digital ads targeting Republican senators, accusing them of not doing enough to protect the program. Not to be outdone, Republicans are signaling that they're aware of the political risks. During a confirmation hearing for Trump's nominee to lead Social Security, Senator Steve Daines admitted that he sent a staffer to test the agency's helpline, only to be disconnected multiple times. Even lightheartedly playing hold music during the hearing, Daines acknowledged that improvements were urgently needed. The current administration, perhaps recognizing the strength of the Democratic messaging on this issue, has reinstated National Social Security Month to promote awareness and reaffirm support for the program. However, concerns about staffing, customer service, and funding challenges persist, and they will likely remain at the center of political debates heading into the next election cycle. So, where do things stand today? Both parties agree that Social Security must be protected, but their visions for how to do that are very different. As this debate unfolds, millions of Americans, especially seniors and people with disabilities, will be watching closely. That's it for today. Share your thoughts regarding this situation in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell so you never miss important updates. Thanks so much for tuning into Daily Dollars. I will see you in the next video.